Hi Pisces, and welcome to your February 27th to March 5th Celtic Cross weekly tarot reading. I do this one also for those who did not resonate with the 8 card spread that I had previously uploaded. Alright then Pisces, okay, let's begin. For your central issue, you have the Sun. Alright, this is a Sagittarius too. This has to do with success. Alright, it also has to do with hospital visits, possibly you having to visit someone in the hospital. Okay, maybe someone isn't well, maybe you're not well. Okay, but this is positive. Okay, there's nothing really heavy. Alright, like for example, maybe someone broke a leg. Alright, and they have to get bandages put on or something. Okay, some of you could have also moved into a new place or got a new job. Alright, so that's coming in pretty strongly. All right, with this I also feel like you're willing to take on more hours at work. Okay, also you have the 9 of Wands here too. This is about defending yourself. Okay, and maybe you have to defend yourself at work for some reason, or someone you know has to defend how they do the kind of work that they do. Maybe people don't agree with it, and you have to defend yourself, or someone else that you're close to feels like they have to defend themselves, all right, to you maybe, or they have to do this to someone possibly where they work, or it could be your partner or a family member or a friend. Okay, you also have the Star card, the sign of Aquarius. This could be an Aquarius that you're dealing with, or you're observing an Aquarius having to defend how they feel about you, possibly, or this Aquarius is defending themselves toward you at work for some reason. This feels to me also like some kind of apology. All right, so maybe they're apologizing for something that they did. Maybe they stole something from you, but they're having to apologize. Okay, and it's like the way that they're doing it is in a very emotional way. They might be even be on their knees doing it, like begging you, please. If this is a relationship, they're like, and you left someone, they're like begging you to come back. Like I feel that kind of energy. Somebody is begging someone else to come back to them really badly is how I feel like. But it's positive. Okay, if there was like a fight in the past, all right, some kind of fight, verbal argument, this is like you coming back together with that person again. Okay, your first clarifier, you have Justice, also the sign of Libra. You could be dealing with a Libra, or you're witnessing a Libra having to defend something that they did. All right, but I feel like they didn't mean to. They could have done something to someone. They could have done something in the past to you. Okay, and they're having to defend what they did. Maybe they didn't mean for a relationship to end the way it did. Maybe they didn't mean to necessarily do something to someone else in the past. They didn't mean to hurt them, and they didn't know it was going to turn out the way it did, is how I feel with that kind of energy. All right, so they're like heavily trying to defend themselves, okay, to you. Also, I feel like if this is something that you're observing someone, if this is like a court situation, you're observing someone on the defense, in terms of like maybe they ran, I don't know if you really even go to court for necessarily like running like red lights and things like that, and getting tickets for them, like those kind of things is how I feel with this. And you probably having to go pay off the ticket and pay off whatever it is that you did. All right, or you feel like you have to pay debt for a relationship from the past, like you're regretting how you treated someone in the past is how I feel, and you're having to come to them again, apologize for what you've done to them. Okay, like you might have argued with them, and they could have ended up somewhere where because you were so hard on them, and it's how I feel, you were so hard on them that they ended up living somewhere or moving somewhere that wasn't really safe. All right, and someone could have hurt them in some way. All right, and like you're really having to you're regretting and defending your feelings with that kind of situation. Okay, with this you also have, also you regretting not having had spent time with someone in the past. They might have left your job, they might have left your family, and it's like there's lost time there. Okay, you have the Empress, a very motherly figure. Okay, this could be your mother, an aunt. I'm feeling like an aunt possibly isn't feeling too well, so that's why you're needing to I'm hearing like plane, possibly like even plane tickets. You're going to visit the aunt. All right, she's not well, or this aunt has a child that's not well. As you're hearing about this, okay. Yes, I feel like someone is willing to take late flights and tickets and bus rides to get to this person, okay? And it's it'll be a little long, I feel like, if you decide to take a bus, but I feel like maybe someone doesn't have enough money to take a plane ticket right now, so they're needing to take a road travel, okay? With this, I'm getting like someone is placed somewhere. Maybe someone, like, for example, if someone was at home, like, say if this person is disabled, like their legs, if they're disabled and they were living at home for a while, they're having to have to move somewhere else. All right, if this is a pregnant person that they're needing to move somewhere else, okay, somewhere that'll be a little easier for them to like get around, is how I feel. Okay, yeah, pregnant, like somebody's pregnant with twins or something, because this is like, she does have a bit of a belly there too. All right, so maybe someone is needing to move to make it to their accommodations for like pregnancy or disabled, so that they can get around a little easier. You have the Page of Cups too, okay? Younger, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This could be a child that you're dealing with. All right, a reckless child. All right, this is like a reckless person, okay, that could be younger to you. All right, maybe if this is a child and they're a little bit reckless, they are probably I feel like if you're showing up like an empress, and if you're like a mother, they're in need of a lot of attention, this child. All right, they could be like pulling on you, running around you and pulling on your dress or something, asking for milk and cookies, or asking you to like spend more time with them, is how I also feel. In terms of spending more time with, if this is a child that probably feels like you're not spending any time with them, is how I also feel. You're not really, you may be working a lot, okay, and the child is like a teenager and they go off and do their own thing. But the child is like trying to open you up like more, trying to spend time with you, but you're like, oh, wait till I finish this, I'm gonna come, or wait, I have too much stuff to do, I can't do that right now. So there's a need to spend time with your children if you have, all right, or you're noticing this happen to someone else's children, or however, just any kind of, or a relationship that is in need of some kind of attention, okay? Your second set of clarifiers, you have the Tower. All right, the Tower is something coming in like immediately, very quickly. All right, kind of like screwing with your routine. All right, in terms of routine, I'll say that is you could have moved to a different location that was kind of out of your norm, is what I feel like with this, okay? But I feel like you had to do it because it might have been cheaper, all right? It might be a little sketchier. You might know someone that moved to someone a little sketchier than where they moved from, okay? But it's okay, you got to up the security, that kind of thing. Just be careful what goes on around you. All right, so if this is a move, you're observing, or you observed or heard about somebody possibly like getting robbed or something like that. All right, so just be careful, make sure you lock your doors, like nobody gets in the house, things like that. Security, extra precaution, is how I feel like with this, okay? You have the Four of Swords. All right, also with that, okay, this is all about resting, retreating, rest periods. All right, you could be taking a break. If you just moved in, like I said, you could be unpacking your things, getting things ready for your home. All right, I feel like if someone did intrude, all right, if someone did understand that these are very broad messages, okay? If someone were to like, there's some intrusion of some kind, just be very careful. All right, is what I feel like. Be very careful here, okay? Or this could be also a relationship. Someone is coming out of nowhere and possibly confessing their feelings to you is how I also feel with this. Or you're doing this to someone else that could be outside of your regular, like, your marital situation. Okay, but it's like a huge shock. But I feel like if that's the case, it's causing some kind of pain and heartbreaking for some reason. All right, and I'm hearing I trusted you. Okay, I hear like I trusted you over and over again. So there was some kind of breaking, if I want to say, breaking and entering into somebody's like relationship. Okay, somebody could have cheated. All right, somebody could have cheated. Doesn't have to be you. It could be your partner or someone else around you, you know. And it's like this situation where like you put all your trust in this person and they hurt you. All right, and they hurt you really bad, and that's why it's like you're having to really, you know, take the time out. You might be taking a break from the relationship as a whole. And I feel like with the relationship wasn't really that healthy to begin with. So maybe that had to happen, okay? It had to. It's how I see it. But you'll heal from it. It was supposed to happen so you could see something about this person that was probably, I'm feeling, kept hidden from you. Maybe they were hiding. They were being a little secretive with who they talked to behind your back. All right, that kind of thing. And it might have actually been someone that you were friends with. All right, this could have been your friend that your partner was like messing with, or like something like that. All right, so just be wary of the kind of people you invite into your close circles. Okay, your overview, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, collecting reward, finances, waiting for a check to come in, things of that nature. Okay, you or someone you know is trying to rent a car or buy one. Okay, maybe you're trying to plan a trip. All right, hence that's why you have your making plans card right here, your Seven of Swords. Making plans to plan a trip, but you don't want anybody to know about it. Okay, so this is kind of like you wanting to do like a whole dramatic disappearing act or something. Like you not want anybody to know that you're doing it. Like that's the kind of feeling that I feel. But the reason why you're doing it, this is a transformation card for me. All right, this could be a spiritual retreat, or you just needing to get away. You don't want anybody to know about all your business. All right, so this is something that has to happen. You're traveling away, you're making plans, you're dropping everything and leaving, basically. Or you're like, this could also be like coming out of the closet in terms of who you are as a person. All right, and it's like, you know, it could be causing some pain in your family in some way. All right, they can't believe that, you know, it's shocking to them because you portray yourself one way for like 10 or plus years, all your life. And then you come out and say, oh, I'm this, or I'm like this, or I'm into this kind of thing. But it's out of their norm. But it doesn't matter to you because it's what you want. It's who you are. Not what they, you know, it's not their life. It's yours. Okay, so it's the transformation card. And it also is the number 13th card. It could also be something that you decide to do on March 13th or something. Okay, but this is for the week. But you could be contemplating doing this on March 13th. It just has to, you know, something in the 13th of the month, of 1 month, some month. Okay? In your foundation, you have the Two of Wands. This is about being patient, taking things easy. All right? Taking breaks. All right? Waiting on a relationship. All right? You could be waiting for someone to come through. All right? All right? If you were trying to surprise a group of people or a family or a lover, all right? You planned something with them and they just like, I feel like they left. Like you wanted to do something with them and then they left. Like that's how I feel. And it's like you're pretty much like left in the dust a little. There's like a left in the dust kind of feel I get with that card. But it's like you're using the intuition. You're using your intuition. You got the High Priestess here about that relationship, about that person. Like it could have been a situation where they saw something coming to them. All right, like you've known it for a while. You just didn't know when it was going to happen, but you felt like, okay, they saw it coming and they finally experienced whatever it was that they were experiencing. All right, but it's all about using your intuition. Okay, in some cases, I feel like maybe you didn't know. Maybe you didn't believe them. Maybe you thought that they were playing games, they were playing around. But then once, that's how I feel. Like, people, you try to explain something to people, right? And they're like, oh, you're BSing, you're lying, that's not true. And then it happens, and they're like, their mouth literally like drops open because they can't believe it. But I feel like this might have actually been a learning process for you to deal with, okay? In their foundation, you also have the Ace of Cups, okay? Emotional, it's could be like a new relationship that you're forming, a new business relationship, okay? If some of you were into music, you're possibly even having new band members come in or something like that, or you're working on new songs, all right? But this is a good relationship, all right? And that's why you have success, all right? Maybe you found different venues to go to, okay, to perform at, because maybe in the past I feel like you didn't have as many people come out and support your work as you would have liked to, but now they're coming, all right? You found another way to have them come in for you, all right? With this, I feel like you're defending the kind of relationships that you choose to be in, all right? You're defending yourself, all right? Maybe people around you don't really like the person that you're with necessarily, and you're having to defend you strong. You really love this person, so you're defending them. They could have done something wrong to you, and your family steps in and says, oh, this person is really not good for you, look what they did to you. But you're like, you're holding on, and you're saying they're gonna change, is how I feel with this, okay? All right, trying to keep this short, as short as possible. All right, your underlying theme, you have the Nine of Swords, okay? This is like insomnia, all right? You could be having insomnia about a relationship, all right? Finding out someone cheated, finding out someone passed, like different things like of that nature, okay? And it's like, it doesn't have to be anything tragic necessarily, but you're not sleeping, and a lot of regret is tied into this insomnia as well, okay? It's how I feel. I also feel like if you're working a lot of hours, you're working, you're not getting any rest. All right, you need to rest. That's needed. You fuel. Like, what are you gonna, you burn yourself out. You need to rest and be out of your head for a little bit. Detach. Okay, you have to detach sometimes from the craziness that's going on around you in your life and things that you just the heartbreak, the sadness, the loss. You just have to take a break and rest from it for a little bit, all right? Because life goes on, and you have to think about your own health, mental, physical, spiritual. Okay, Pisces? Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed that. If you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me via Facebook message or email. All right then, Pisces? Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Take care. Bye.